Hello. So I knew my most recent response video was going to ruffle a lot of feathers, and in lieu of that, I had planned to do a live stream immediately following to sort of discuss. But what ended up happening is that I finished filming around 2 o'clock in the morning, and then with editing and everything, it went up super late, and it was a weeknight, so I figured a follow-up video would probably be the better way to go about it. I had carefully considered whether or not I should even make that video, because I knew the inevitable shitstorm that would ensue, and of course, the possibility of really hurting other people's feelings, which is not what I'm in the business of doing, and I definitely don't want to go that route. However, I'm always putting so much emphasis on being yourself, being true to yourself, and speaking your mind, so I would be a hypocrite if I didn't do the same. What many of you don't know is that after I watched Snowy's video, and 50 seconds in, she had made the remark, "Elitists take the music seriously more than anything else," I reached out to her because as a person who takes the music very seriously, I kind of found that remark a bit cutting. And I've seen a few of her videos. I don't know her personally, but as far as the way she comes off as a, very benign, harmless, sweet girl. So I didn't want to misconstrue her words if that's not what she meant. So I left her this comment. "Hello, I just wanted to clarify the message you're trying to impart with one of the statements you made in case I got it wrong, as I'd hate to misconstrue, particularly that only elitists take the music seriously. Just so I understand you correctly, are you stating that you believe that those within the subculture who take the music seriously are elitists?" She acknowledged many of the others, but this was 4 days ago, and I still have yet to receive a response. But I tried. It's actually much better that I finished the video late, because if I'd have done the live stream, I wouldn't have been able to sort of give it time to develop and then get to see the response, get to see the comments from everybody who felt compelled to have their voice heard, and get to see like the mindset, the perspective, and the mentality. So this way I can actually address the more widespread view. So addressing the first one, that video was not a personal attack on Snowy. I merely disagreed with many of the points that she made, and I had expressed my own. On what plane of existence is expressing your opposing point of view an attack? Anything in that video relating to Snowy particularly stopped immediately after I ceased quoting her. My comments about those lying and pandering just to basically satiate their subscribers in order to increase their revenue has nothing to do with Snowy. However, if you've ever seen any particular YouTubers on a Twitter rampage regularly, then you know exactly who I'm referring to. And it's not Snowy. There seems to be this widespread rumor that I'm deleting comments. I'm not deleting comments that disagree with me, nor that are defending Snowy. If you check, there are still plenty nasty comments about me, as well as comments that are defending Snowy. What I am doing, however, is I am reporting and I'm blocking people who are being particularly abusive and aggressive. What happens is, when you do that, the comments tend to go along with them. I didn't design the system. Another major issue. I know that this is an incredibly long video. It's 17 minutes long. It's almost double the length of my usual videos. However, if you're going to take the time to pass judgment, put in your 2 cents, get riled up over something, you really need to know what you're talking about, because I can't tell you how many carefully laid out arguments that I receive by people outlining exactly why they disagree with me, but it's actually stuff that I said in my video. It's important that you know what you're responding to. I'll give you an example. "I've always enjoyed your videos, but this is something that I believe that has been taken out of context. If someone likes gothic rock, that's fine, but there are other various subgenres that are part of the umbrella term. Music is a popular recognition with the goth. I wouldn't say it's the backbone per se." There are so many different types of music that fall under the umbrella of goth. We have goth rock, death rock, dark wave, post-punk, cold wave, ethereal, industrial, EBM, synth pop, new romantic. What am I missing? Following that theme, I'm actually being accused of things that I didn't say. So what I suspect happened is that people either skimmed the video because it was so long, or started off with good intentions, but had stumbled upon some trigger words that really pissed them off and offended them. And at that point, I lost them, because there's nothing that I could say pre or post that's going to kind of get you out of that mode, because once you're offended, that's it. The video could have played on and on. However, watching it from start to finish, you're still angry. So what's really happening is you're not really listening to everything. You're still seething, and you're just scanning for other trigger words that fit the sort of theme that go along with what you're feeling. And if that were not the case, I wouldn't be accused of saying things that I didn't say, or be accused of not saying things that I actually did. I was even accused of being a racist because I see music as an integral component to the Gothic subculture. So if I feel that way, then, well, I must not like people of color within the goth scene. It's kind of reaching, don't you think? Another collective view is that one can only listen to music under the goth umbrella in order to be considered goth. When the hell did I say that? No. Goths listen to all kinds of music. I like Vanilla Ice. I like some Lady Gaga. I like Lana Del Rey. I love the fucking Beastie Boys. My husband loves Queen. So wherever the idea came from that I believe that one must only listen to goth and nothing else, well, underneath that umbrella, in order to be a goth, is false. I never said it, nor do I believe it. I never once suggested nor stated specifically that music is the subculture. I actually very clearly pointed out that there are very many aspects to the subculture. However, when you go to research it and you're assaulted by hauls and transformation videos, this leads a person to be very confused as to what the subculture is all about when there's really no one there to tell them that there is more to it. That being said, people really need to stop being so sensitive about music. I don't know where it came from, but suddenly music became synonymous with elitism, and it's not this four-letter word that people have made it out to be. However, it comes up in conversation, and suddenly people are out with the pitchforks. From day one, when I started YouTube, I was criticized for my appearance. Just because you wear black don't make you a real goth. You look too normal to be goth. You don't look extreme enough to be a goth. You need to amp up your look if you expect anybody to take you seriously. Oh my god, you look like such a poser. And then using other goth YouTubers as a benchmark for what I should look like. Where were those pitchforks then? I see so many people that are criticized online, both on YouTube and elsewhere, for not looking goth enough. However, I see nobody rushing to their defense. I have been questioned over and over and over. I can't tell you how many times by people who come to me and ask me, do I have to listen to goth music in order to be a goth? Or I don't like gothic music. Am I still a goth? And this is a question I have dodged and avoided for so long because I don't want to hurt any feelings. I can't be the person to tell you who you are, and I certainly don't want you to think that my opinion is going to validate that. But the issue continually gets pressed, and at the same time, I'm praised for my honesty and giving it to you straight, so what do? When I finally answer the question honestly, and I do it in my usual uncensored, straight-talking manner, suddenly people don't like the answer. Ask yourself this. Is it answers you're looking for? Or is it approval? Now, I've always held the views and opinions that I do, but just because after much prodding, I finally openly expressed one of those views, it doesn't make me any different from the person that I was. Nor does it mean that I'm rejecting you based upon the music that you listen to. It's crazy. Tons of you expressed your musical preference to me prior to this video even being made. Emo, grunge, punk, and I've never treated you any different. I've always responded to your comments, and I've even spent hours with you on live stream despite discussions about Creed breaking out, and I hate that band, but far be it from me to judge you for liking them. I have always and will continue to be vocal and stand up against elitism because money, clothes, music, it's not a measure of who you are as a human being. Following that, I will also speak out against anything that I see as destructive to the subculture so as you're not getting a raw deal. That's all I can think of. I hope I cleared some things up, and I'm off to go make some anti-Semitic remarks on some cat videos. Welcome to the internet. Bye!